Well, in this video I'm gonna show you how to change the brake pads and discs on a Kia Picanto. Start by opening the brake fluid reservoir. And just like this, so it can breathe. When we opened this, we wanted when the piston goes back that the fluid can be like going up easily. And the same thing when we press the pedal again, the fluid may go down a bit. So we wanted just to have its space. We can lift the car and remove the wheel. Here we have the disc, here we have the caliper, and there inside we have the pads. First I'm gonna remove the brake caliper. We start by cleaning 40 millimeter. This is a good sign, it means it's not sticking that hard maybe. So here's the caliper, so I put it away a bit. Now I'm gonna remove the pads and then we're gonna remove this. Just like this. So the upper pin here is moving freely, but the lower one is stuck. I'm gonna hold it by this. And I will move it right and left, and at the same time I'm gonna push it from the side there. So it's a bit dry, so I'm gonna clean it, and I'm gonna clean the other one and put them back with new grease. And here you may need high temperature grease, because here the brake, it can get very hot. So after cleaning and lubricating, it's still not going like to the end. I can feel that this one goes deeper than this one, which means there is dirt inside here. So I'm gonna clean the inside also. So now it's pushing the rubber, so now it's doing like the upper one. And I noticed something also, that the rubber was sticking inside, so it wasn't covered. So now it's covered and moving. So, and it has some like pressure, and this is enough so it can breathe. If you add a lot of grease there, be careful, you may create like almost hydraulic pressure inside, and then the brakes maybe they cannot be applied the same way, because the grease will be pushing against this when this is like going inside if you brake. Now I'm done with these pins, so now I can remove this and put it on the side. So to remove this, we have, if you look back, 1, 2. So these two are gonna be removed, and here clean them and be sure what size we are using. We don't want this to break. Use good amount of penetrating oil and wait for it, let it soak, give it its time. In the meanwhile, we can, you see this screw here, we can clean it and try to like give it a few hits around it, and we may be able to lose the rust. And if this wasn't torqued that hard, so it should come easy. But if it was torqued very hard, it may not come out easy. So let's see. I'm gonna clean it and give it few hits and put some penetrating oil and give more few hits, and we can see. We can use the right head for this screw, and this comes good. And when we are unscrewing it, we have to push, so like this. We push like inwards and turn it at the same time, because if it slides, or like if this gets damaged, it may need a lot of work to get it out. It came out easy. And this is a good thing when we are doing this, because these are very rusty around them. So let the penetrating oil do its job, and we can save some time by doing other things. So this is free now. The only thing that is not letting it go out is this one. So if you see, we can start. So I'm using a taller arm to get some more torque. They moved. When both of the bolts are removed, we can take this out, and here we have it. We can clean it, and we can check the new pads if they don't come with these, so we can clean these also. And then, so this one is hanged, and so I cleaned the surface a bit and I applied some anti-seize. Here is the new brake disc, and it's oiled as always when they are new, so we have to clean it with brake cleaner. So I can take it out, I can spray here and wipe it, and spray on the other side and wipe it. And just like this, you see, the hole has to come here. Now, as I said, this screw is just to hold this in place. So I'm gonna put anti-seize on it, and I'm gonna screw it and then tighten it normal, like a normal screw. While tightening this screw, hold the brake disc from like the whole thing, push it to the inside so it sits straight. Now this is installed, and now I'm gonna push the piston of the brake caliper to the inside with a special tool. So this one here uses, okay, I can't hang it anywhere. Anyway, this one needs a special tool so it can rotate it, like it holds it from these to like holes and rotates it so it goes in the whole way. So it depends, you can use like anything that rotates it, but be careful, do not push it. This type is not for pushing, this type is for rotating. Don't forget to lubricate this rubber here. You want some silicone spray or something like this that doesn't damage rubber, and do not damage it while rotating the piston. So the piston is back now. We can install this. We can grease here at these pins on the pads and not anywhere else. And then we can insert them here. See? So they can glide, that's why we can put grease here. And it has to be special grease that can take this high temperature. To get the caliper here, you may need to disconnect this so you don't stretch this brake fluid line. We can put the caliper back, tighten the two bolts, be sure of everything here. We can press the pedal a few times until it gets hard. Check again here for everything in case something was damaged while working. So no brake fluid out and everything is in place and every bolt is torqued, then we are good to go. We can put the wheel back, lower the car, and then close the reservoir. If you like my work and want to see more, you can like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.